T-minus 1 minute, everyone.
Don't be shocked if we hold.
Back ground for a safe touch now, hopefully.
They're not seeming to care about it. Here we go, booster. Booster what? They're not seeming to care about it on the tech feed, but we can confirm.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening from the live launch site. I don't know, the Tanegashima Space Center in Japan, as we are seeing the last ever launch of an H-IIA rocket and the H-2 series. Today's payload will be GOSAT-GW. And yes, it is an anime launch because I've just watched the coverage and there are so many anime spots all over the world. So I'm gonna do this coverage in my regret. So we are here. I just need to get the GUIs ready because I forgot to put them up again on my stream deck because we just have Formula 1 and all the kinds of stuff. So yeah, all right, there we go. We got the countdown and everything, just less than 25 minutes before launch until the last H-2 rocket from JAXA this time, carrying GOSAT-GW. So coverage has already started on both streams, NVS and JAXA live streaming. So let's actually take a look at NVS. This is full credit to them. Okay, why is it like that? I do not want it like that. Let me just get that fixed. There you go. You can barely see the countdown. Welcome Caden and Junito to the coverage, if I'm pronouncing that right. You speak Spanish. Well, this is an English live stream, so please speak English here. Just to remind you, speak English, please. Very recommended. Anyway, back to the rocket. The last ever. Oh no. I've accidentally put it somewhere. There we go. So, last ever H-2 rocket flying from Takashima Space into Japan and just anywhere. It's retiring, okay? It's over. Once again, I'm doing this coverage in my regret because it's an anime launch. Anyway, yeah. This is about the 50th launch of an H-2 rocket, and the first and last of 2025, of course. So, they're not launching this often, and now that it's just completely over, it's pretty crazy. So, once again, live coverage from two streams, NVS, Neko Video Visual Solutions, which has more views than the official coverage, which is insane in my words, because yeah. So once again, the 50th launch. This rocket has this rocket has two stages. Of course, there is a booster, two boosters on the side, but in total it has two stages and two strap-ons. From what I'm seeing here, cost per launch, or just price at all, 90 million, and this rocket has a height of 53 meters. So yeah, that's basically what it is. In the fairing here, in diameter 4 meters and height 12 meters. So yeah, it can carry 10,000 kilograms to orbit, low Earth orbit, and 4,100 kilograms to geostationary orbit, I believe, or to transfer orbit. I don't know. Anyway, so They're sponsoring their live stream. And if you don't know what I'm talking about this one. Pretty cool what they're doing. So let's take a look at the rocket here on this screen now. If I turn the
私たち衛星を
Yeah,
乗
that's
せ
exactly
て
what
もらっ
happens when I
て
turn
宇
the
宙へ
broadcast
届けて
on.
もらうという
Here.
立場から見ていると淡々と皆さん打ち上げて
Japanese
いらっしゃるように見えるんですが、その裏にはもちろんいろいろな努力があると
And
いうことが
that's pretty normal
改めて分かりました。
for Japanese
はい、
live
そうです
stream.
もう残念ながら直前で打ち上げ日の延期につながる課題が発生しました。
I'll just turn this off because yeah. So yeah, just less than 20 minutes away now until the launch of the rocket here, and everything is, as far as I know, go for launch. So that's of course very good news. And yeah, standing by for the launch. 20 minutes to go. If you're just joining us, very great welcome to you watching our live stream here, live for the launch of the last ever H2 rocket, which is kind of sad, but yeah, it is what it is. You cannot really do much about it. I'm not sure why they're retiring it, but we're probably gonna know sometime, or y'all tell me. I don't know. So if we take a look here at the rocket on your screen, you can see everything is ready as far as it said, or as it looks here. I shouldn't be saying. Why does this look like like something from 1980? Maybe it is, I don't know. I think it was live. I'm not sure. Anyway, back to the rocket here with the countdown. You cannot forget the countdown. With just 18 minutes to go until the launch of the H2 rocket, we still have a lot of time left. I can switch to their commentary live stream, but it's Japanese, and there's also an English version, but I don't think it's really good. That's all I'm saying. So we could go and see on their stream. There it is. Now full footage of the rocket again. This is a great shot. Really showing that rocket. This is live footage from NBS. I will give the credit in the description soon. And there it is, the countdown procedures. Look at that animation. That is a pretty awesome animation, I'm not gonna lie. But we're just not gonna have that on our screen here. So, if we take a closer look here of the rocket, beautiful to see here, of course, the rocket standing on the pad, getting ready for that launch in just 16 minutes time. Let's just listen in to their coverage here from NVS. Once again, I'll give credits after the live stream.
現在、竹崎管理棟近辺でドローンの飛行が確認されております。ドローンの飛行が確認されております。ドローンの飛行は禁止ですので、関係している者はドローンの飛行を至急やめてください。以 以上。
That was voices from the mission control. And this launch is actually being broadcasted and owned by JAXA. And it was first from H-IIA, I believe. I don't know if you actually could. Okay, you can. Some mission control call outs here. Just less than 15 minutes away from the launch. Once again, you're looking at live footage from a broadcaster called NVS, who's actually right now out there to broadcast this launch for everyone here. Of course, you can subscribe to their YouTube channel and watch their live stream. I'm not gonna hold you back. This will be just special coverage of the launch from my standpoint. So yeah, that is basically what we're doing now, with just less than 15 minutes to go. Once again, this H-2 rocket that's launching for the final time has 2 stages and two strap-ons with the height of 53 meters. There's also a Starlink mission later today. We will not be broadcasting that launch after, or we will actually be broadcasting that launch now that I'm looking at the time for the launch. And never mind, ignore what I said. It will be broadcasted as I see that it will launch later than I saw earlier. So yeah, of course, we'll just broadcast the Starlink launch then. I thought it was 10 minutes later, not 30 minutes later. But it doesn't matter. That's, of course, great. First of all, because now we can see the launch without any issues. Just 13 minutes to go until the launch. Let's actually take a quick look at their broadcast here. Never mind. The reason I'm not cutting to the JAXA live stream and English commentary for their live stream, they have kids version live streams, which I'm not really a fan of. That's all I'm saying. Of course, we're trying to be pretty professional here, even though we joke all the time. We're not a kids channel. And they keep switching away from the rocket, their coverage, which I don't really like that they're cutting to video and some random Japanese text that I cannot understand a single. It's just like annoying. And that's why I keep thanking this guy NVS for just showing the rocket straight on, because that's awesome. You don't have to look at those videos that are playing, although we can look at this. This is the painting it has, sort of anime style rocket thing. Now they're cutting back to their commentary here. Alright, just about almost 11 minutes to go until the launch here, and as you may hear, I have ran out of things to say, so it's just gonna be me and you watching a launch, reacting to the launch, because that's what the channel at the end of the day is based on.
This is a status update on launch preparation from the Takesaki Range Control Center at JAXA Tanegashima Space Center.
H-IIA ロケット55機 打ち上げ最終実施判断の結果は GO です。
We are go for the launch of the H-IIA launch vehicle number 50.
現在各系ともロケット打ち上げの最終作業を実施中です。また警戒区域の安全が確認されており、気象条件も打ち上げに支障のないことが確認されました。
All systems are now in the final stages of launch operations. The safety of the restricted areas has been confirmed. Weather conditions are favorable for launch.
従いまして温室効果ガス水循環観測技術衛星 Ibuki GW を搭載した H-IIA ロケット50号機の打ち上げを本日日本時間の午前1時33分3秒に実施します。
We are proceeding with the launch of the H-IIA launch vehicle number 50, carrying Global Observing Satellite for Greenhouse Gases and Water Cycle, Ibuki GW, today at 1:33 and 3 seconds a.m. Japan Standard Time.
機体は最終的な確認作業が続けられており、現在のところ
Just listening to calls here from Mission Control.
The vehicle is undergoing final checks. All systems are nominal at this time.
打ち上げ8分前より打ち上げに向けた秒読みが開始されます。
The final countdown will begin at T-8 minutes.
As you heard, final countdown, T-8 minutes for getting ready for the flight. Live from the Tanegashima Space Center in Japan. Beautiful views from the live stream here. So I think they're now just cutting to the mission control only sound. Pretty great for us, so they can actually talk in their coverage.
「打ち上げ8分前です。現在各系ともロケット打ち上げの最終作業を行っています。また警戒区域の安全は確認されています。
T-8 minutes. Final launch operations are underway. The range is clear.
460、59、58、57、56、55、
And there we go, we got the
53、
countdown,
52、51、450。
or sort of countdown before launch. Range safety will be ready in 50 seconds based on MPS's live stream.
440。
Also, apologies for not streaming the launch of Symphony in the Stars. I wasn't awake then, actually. It was pretty sad, but okay.
420、19、18、17、
I think they're just doing a test countdown here, so we're just gonna lower down the sound.
12、11、410、409、408、407、
Yeah, this is just test countdown. 10 seconds till
404、
ring safety
Range
ready.
system is go.
401、400。
Next event, maybe it says. Beautiful views from the rocket cameras.
390。
安全系準備完了。
The range safety system is go.
380。
Once again, this is the last flight of H-IIA.
370。 360。
打ち上げ6分前です。現在車上の天候は晴れ、気温摂氏27度、北西の風毎秒3メートル、H-IIA ロケット50号機の打ち上げに問題はありません。
T minus 6 minutes. Current weather at the launch site is clear.
340
Temperature is 27 degrees Celsius, and we have a northwesterly wind at 3 meters per second. Weather is green for launch.
330
本日の打ち上げ予定時刻は日本時間の午前1時33分3秒です。
Liftoff is currently scheduled for 1:33 and 3 seconds a.m. Japan Standard Time.
310、309、308、307、306、305、304、303、302、301、300。
打ち上げ5分前です。
T minus 5 minutes.
衛星系準備完了。
The satellite system is go.
Everything is go for launch.
290、
I will be
89、88、87、86、
looking.
85、
Okay, never mind.
84、
Like we already just said there.
82、81、280、
Remember, I'm doing this without a script, so everything is gone through my head.
75、74、73、72、
And I'm eating, so that's good.
69、
This is basically just a reaction channel. I think this is
The
an official
automatic
channel.
countdown sequence has been initiated.
現在ロケットの管制は吉野発射管制塔から行われています。
The H-IIA launch vehicle operations are currently controlled from Yoshinobu Blockhouse.
51、
Wow.
250、49、48、47、
Must be
46、
no camera control house.
44、43、42、41、240、39、38、37、36、35、34、33、
So just hitting the countdown for some
31、
reason.
230、
Internal power in about 45 seconds.
220、 210、
Who's ready for this launch? Let me know. Just 3 minutes away from the last ever H2. And this is a special event, in my opinion.
190、89、88、87、86、85、84、
Internal power,
83、
here we go.
82、81、180。
打ち上げ3分前です。
T minus 3 minutes.
全システムの電源が外部から内部に切り替えられました。
All systems have transitioned from external to internal power sources.
Here we go. Start eating.
1段液体水素系準備完了。
The first stage liquid hydrogen system is ready.
150、
Second stage should be ready in 40 seconds.
140、39、38、37、36、35、34、33、32、31、130、29、
Whoa.
28、27、26、25、24、23、22、
2 minutes to go.
120、19、18、17、16、15、14、13、12、11、110、109、108、107、
Once again, I'm watching this launch with you. You're seeing what I'm seeing.
102、
There's no like external cameras I'm using except the NVS feed.
97、
But it's basically just the same.
95、94、93、92、91、90、89、88、87、86、85、
2段液体酸素系準備完了。
The second stage liquid oxygen system is ready.
Now gonna watch the
2
original
段液体
feed.
水素系準備完了。
76、
The second stage liquid hydrogen system is ready.
72、71、
Alright,
72、
we're just almost a minute.
The cooling water system for the flame deflector has been activated.
We're just a minute away from the launch. Let's listen in to JAXA for the final H2 flight.
打ち上げ1分前です。
1 minute to launch.
57、56、55、54、53、52、51、50、 49、48、47、46、45、44、43、42、41、40、39、38、37、36、35、34、33、
ウォーターカーテン散水開始。
The water system has been activated for sound suppression.
27、26、25、24、23、22、21、20、19、18、17、16、
フライトモードオン。
The flight mode is on.
12、
全システム準備完了。
All systems are go.
8、7、6、5、4、3、
メインエンジンスタート。
The main engine ignition.
SRBA 変化。You know.
Solid boosters are ignited. Lift off.
イブキ GW を搭載した H-IIA ロケット55機は2025年6月29日午前1時33分3秒に種子島宇宙センターから打ち上げられました。
The H-IIA launch vehicle number 50 carrying Ibuki GW lifted off from the JAXA Tanegashima Space Center at 1:33 and 3 seconds a.m. Japan Standard Time on June 29, 2025.
打ち上げ以降、ロケットの管制は吉信発射管制塔から竹崎総合司令塔に引き継がれています。
Following the liftoff, the operation control of the rocket has been transferred from Yoshinobu Blockhouse to Takesaki Range Control Center.
ロケットは現在、東南東方向への太平洋上へ飛行しています。
The H-IIA is currently heading east-southeast over the Pacific Ocean.
70、
There we go. A normal launch occurred from the launch site, which also is the final launch of H2, and it just happened. Look at that. Amazing views.
81、82、83、84、85、86、87、88、89。
ロケットは順調に飛行を続けています。
100、110、11、12、
SRBA 燃焼終了。
The solid boosters have burned out.
17、18、19、120。
Sorry for that, you're hearing it 2 times. The NVS live stream is on and the JAXA stream, so you're hearing it twice.
SRBA 分離。
The solid boosters have separated.
And the separation of the boosters are confirmed. Everything is going as planned.
ロケットは順調に飛行を続けています。
The rocket continues to fly on course.
現在のロケットの高度は約 70km、秒速約 1.5km です。
The current altitude of the rocket is approximately 70 kilometers. Velocity is about 1.5 kilometers per second.
Everything is going as expected here. A fairing jettison should occur in a minute.
現在のロケットの高度は約 100km、秒速約 1.7km です。
The current altitude of the rocket is approximately 100 kilometers. Velocity is about 1.7 kilometers per second.
衛星フェアリング分離。
The payload fairing has been jettisoned.
はい、今ご覧いただいています、フェアリング分離という。
And coverage has now resumed with commentary on their stream now, as you may have heard.
打ち上げ後5分が経過しました。
We are 5 minutes into the flight.
ロケットは順調に飛行を続けています。
The rocket continues to fly on course.
So it's still going on course.
The current altitude of the H-IIA is approximately 190 kilometers. Velocity is about 2.3 kilometers per second.
Good calls there. We cannot really see much from this flying plan here. So...
はいですね、一応衛星分離の16アナウンスに耳を傾ける状態でいきたいと思います。
Alright, just waiting for any updates here.
第1段エンジン燃焼停止。
First stage engine cut off.
State separation.
第1段、第2段分離。
The first and second stages have separated.
And the second stage has ignited.
第2段エンジン燃焼開始。
Second stage engine ignition.
Good calls there. Just having this from NVS's live stream here, so you can see what is going on based on the flight plan he set up, the animation he set up.
The current altitude of the H-IIA is approximately 370 kilometers. Velocity 3.5 kilometers per second.
一応延期の理由が2段の電気系だったので2段が無事点火して
The rocket continues to fly on course.
はい2段が順調無事に点火して非常にほっとしましたね。
Here's some replay of the launch while waiting for second engine cutoff in about 6 minutes time.
We are 9 minutes into the flight.
The audio you're hearing is live, the video you're seeing is a replay, as you can see on the screen.
ちなみにですね、アナウンスと画面のテロップに時差があるのはですね、アナウンスの方はその地震が発生したのを確認してから読み上げるので、
ロケットは順調に飛行を続けています。
The
rocket continues to fly on course.
Here's the replay of the launch once again. Beautiful launch of the H2 rocket.
460km。秒速約 4km です。The current altitude of the H-IIA is approximately 460 km. Velocity 4 km per second. 打ち上げ後10分が経過しました。We are 10 minutes into the flight.
Just taking a look at the replay here of what they are showing.
ロケットは順調に飛行を続けています。The rocket continues to fly on course.
Once again, this is replay. What you're saying, not live.
あと6分ぐらいです。
So, that's all Okay. That's not everything for the replay. We will be ending our coverage here
結
shortly.
構角度上の状態になっ
Just so you
て
know.
る時に足がプルプルしちゃってたのが映像にも出てましたかね。ちょっとプルプルしてたかもしれないんですけど、映像が。
ロケットの高度は約 520km。秒速約 4.4km です。The current altitude of the H-IIA is approximately 520 kilometers. Velocity is about 4.4 kilometers per second.
太陽電池の最長ですか。
All right. I think that will be concluding our coverage here. Back to live footage now.
順調に飛行を続けています。The rocket continues to fly on course.
姿勢制御と太陽電池は最優先でやるはずですからね。
We are coming up to Seagull in 3 minutes, so just stay live for that.
でもね、あれなんですよ。今の撮影スタイルだと。
So, at the moment, T plus 12 minutes into the flight, everything is going as expected, and we're just
570km。
once again waiting
秒
on
速約
Seagull.
5km です。The current altitude of the H-IIA is approximately 570 kilometers. Velocity is about 5 kilometers per second.
So, that confirms everything is still going as planned, on course, as they call it. So, yeah, we should see that Seagull in approximately 2.5 minutes.
キュッてやった瞬間にずれるみたいな。1ミリずれたらもう画面の中にいないみたいな感じなので、今ハンドルを手離してピントリング、フォーカスリングに手を伸ばすみたいなことをするともうそれはそこしまうので。
The rocket continues to fly on course.
あと3分切りました。最後まで皆さん応援をよろしくお願いします。
現在のロケットの高度は約 640km。秒速約 6km です。The current altitude of the H-IIA is approximately 640 kilometers. Velocity is about 6 kilometers per second.
このイラストがあれなんですよ。CSS と JavaScript で HTML で組んでるんですけど、なぜかアニメーション軸の炎がとか煙とか
Seagull in about a minute.
あれ何なんだろう。
The rocket continues to fly on course.
ちなみにこのアニメーションシステムを入れたのが今回が初めてなんですよ。今まではですね、30分分のグリーンバックのアニメーション動画を編集で作ってたんですけど、で毎回30分分の動画を作るのが辛すぎて、HTML と CSS と JavaScript で今回初めて作りました。
There we go.
第2弾エンジン燃焼停止。
Second stage engine cut off.
さあ最後、あとは分離だけだ。さあ来
In
い。
a few moments time, we should see the satellite separate, and that will conclude the end of the mission.
さあ来い。あと30秒。
Here we go. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We should see that separation now.
Ibuki GW separation.
分離しました。
これをもちまして H-IIA ロケットの最終号機によるIbuki GW の打ち上げ実況放送を終了いたします。これまで24年間の皆様のご尽力に敬意を表します。
A heartfelt tribute to all those who have dedicated themselves to the H-IIA launch vehicle over the past 24 years. With this, we conclude our live coverage of the H-IIA launch vehicle number 50, the last flight. We wish Ibuki GW a successful and fruitful mission.
これで最後の打ち上げを。
Alright, and that will conclude our coverage too. Thank you so much for watching the launch, everyone. A successful one once again by Japan, which is pretty cool. So that will conclude our coverage here today. I want to thank everyone here for watching. We will be back in about 10 minutes time for Starlink Group 15-7 from Vandenberg Space for Space, California. We won't have commentary for that mission, so it will be only mission control and will end right after SpaceX ends. So that's going to be it for me. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.